Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Throwing now is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Vegas.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
On play action, it's Carr. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They go play action now. Jackson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Dancing to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From midfield, here's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to go up top again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
A gain of 6 there on first. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Carr going to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Carr now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. From the 29, Carr. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfro. 47 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports from the 10? And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Bo will have the first down and a little extra. And finally marked down at the 23. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Bulldozes past him. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. On play action, now Carr. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right.
And now here's another interception. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a first carry for their fullback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
On the give, this is their fullback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I don't know about